Good morning, dear children. How are you all? Are you studying well? Yes, you have to revise our previous chapters. Okay? Let us start today's class. Children, we can see the things arranged in many different ways around us, isn't it? Look at our floor tiles, curtains, bed sheets, and saris. We can see many different types of designs and patterns there, isn't it? Today, we are going to learn about patterns. Children, today we are going to learn a new chapter, chapter 11, Shapes and Patterns. The first topic of this chapter is shapes that we will learn in next class. Today, we are going to discuss patterns. Do you know what patterns are? Look here. We see different types of designs and patterns in many things around us, like curtains, floor tiles, saris, etc. So, what's a pattern? Do you know? Yes, pattern is an arrangement of repeated figures, numbers, letters, objects, etc. Pattern is an arrangement of repeated figures, numbers, letters, objects, etc. Okay? Listen here. Look at the following designs to see whether they form patterns or not. The first one is this. Is it a pattern? Yes, because the blue flowers and the yellow flowers came alternatively, isn't it? See here, the given shapes follows a rule, which is an yellow flower followed by a blue flower. Hence, it's a pattern. Look at these triangles. Is it a pattern? Yes. In the first triangle, there are 3 colors. In the second triangle, there are 2 colors. And here, it's a single color, isn't it? Again, the first one is repeated. See here, 3 color triangle, 2 color triangle, single color triangle. Again, 3 color, 2 color, 3 color. So, we can say it's a pattern. See here, the given shapes follows a rule, which is the 3 color triangles followed by the 2 color triangles followed by the 1 color triangle. Hence, it's a pattern. Clear? Next, look at these figures. Are they form pattern? See, first one is rectangle, then star, and then a cylinder, rectangular frame, and a pentagon. Yes, it is not a pattern. What's the reason? Since there is no rule followed in the arrangement of figures in the given design, it is not a pattern. Clear? Now, listen here. Complete the following patterns. See, we have to complete the pattern. First, a rectangle and a circle. Here, rectangle and 3 dots on here. Then here, 4 dots on this rectangle. Then again, 1 dot, then next 3 dots, and then 4 dots. Now it forms a pattern. Clear? Next, the first one is a slant line. Then next, 2 slant lines. Then third figure, capital letter A. That 2 slant lines forms A. Capital letter A. Again, we have to draw the first slant line. Again, 2 slant lines. Then capital letter A. Now it's a pattern. Clear? Now, look at the pattern. A plus sign and a rectangle on the right top. Here, a plus sign and a rectangle on the left top. In the third figure, a plus sign and a rectangle on the left down. In the fourth figure, a plus sign and a rectangle on the right down. In the next figure, plus sign and a rectangle on its right top. Next, plus sign and the rectangle on its left top. Next figure, plus sign and the rectangle on its left down. Next, the plus sign and the rectangle on its right down. Now it forms a pattern. Did you understand? Okay. Complete the number pattern. See here, 10, 20, 30. What's the next number? 40. Again add 10, we will get 50. The next number, 60. What we did here? Yes, we added 10, isn't it? Next, 16, 14, 12. How we got this number pattern? 16 minus 2 is equal to 14. 14 minus 2 is equal to 12. Again 12 minus 2 is equal to 10. 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. What we did here? Yes, subtracted 2. Children, look at the picture of this butterfly. So beautiful now? Yes. See here, we can divide this picture of the butterfly into two similar halves by drawing a line through the center. See here, if we draw a line like this, we can divide the butterfly into two equal halves, isn't it? Notice that the right side of the butterfly is similar to the left side, isn't it? Listen carefully. Yes, the right side of the butterfly is similar to the left side. So, you see, we can say they are symmetrical. What we can say? They are symmetrical. Now, we are going to learn symmetry. Listen carefully. Anything which can be divided into similar parts is called symmetrical. Anything which can be divided into similar parts is called symmetrical. The line which divides it into similar parts is called line of symmetry. The line which divides it into similar parts is called line of symmetry. Clear? So, this property of being made of exactly similar parts is known as symmetry. The property of being made of exactly similar parts is known as symmetry. Look at this picture. It's a picture of Taj Mahal. If we draw the line of symmetry like this, we can divide this figure into two equal halves. See, look at the right part is exactly equal to the left part. Clear? So, we can say this picture is a symmetrical figure. Clear? One more example. This is capital letter A. If we draw the line of symmetry like this, we will get two equal halves. The right part is like this and the left part is the same that of the first part. Clear? Now we can say these are also symmetrical. Children, next we are going to do a worksheet on symmetry. Listen here. Draw a line to divide the following figures into two similar halves. What we have to do? Yes, we have to draw a line to divide the following figure into two similar halves. That means we have to draw the line of symmetry to get two similar halves. Clear? The first one is this. How can we draw the line of symmetry? Yes, we have to draw the line of symmetry like this. This is the line of symmetry. Now we got two identical shapes, isn't it? See here, this is our next figure, a hexagon. How can we divide this? Yes, this is our line of symmetry. Okay, now this plus sign. How can we divide? Yes, like this also we can divide. This is the line of symmetry. The next, a cylinder. We are going to draw the line of symmetry. See, now we got two identical halves, isn't it? The right part is exactly equal to the left part, isn't it? Next, a circle. Here we are going to draw two lines of symmetry. A figure can have more than one line of symmetry. Clear? Now we got four identical parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? Children, you must have seen tiles on the walls and floors of kitchen, bathroom and even rooms. We use tiles to cover a surface. They can be of any shape, size, design and color. Observe the following figures. Notice that there are no gaps in between any two tiles. The arrangement shown in these figures is called tiling. What we call tiling. So tell me, what is tiling? Arranging tiles in a pattern such that they fit next to each other without leaving any gaps in between is known as tiling. Arranging tiles in a pattern such that they fit next to each other without leaving any gap between is called tiling. See here we have arranged identical tiles. See here, there is no gap between any two tiles. So this is known as tiling. See here, clear. But now you look here, these are also another arrangement. But here you see there are some gaps between two tiles. Some gaps between the tiles. So it is not called tiling. Such arrangements are not called tiling. Did you understand? Children, next we are going to learn tangrams. Tangram is a Chinese puzzle made up of 7 pieces. See here, these pieces are called tans, are cut from a square. We can make different shapes using tans. What are tans? Yes, the tans are the pieces cut from a square. Like this we have to cut 7 small pieces from a square paper. And we have, by using that tans, we have to make some figures. Clear? See here, there are some examples. Like this you can make figures. Okay? See here, this is English alphabet, capital letter C, capital letter E, capital letter F. Like this you have to make tangrams. Okay, like this we can make alphabets and some other figures. You have to make tangrams. Okay, so today's activity is to make tangrams. That's all for today. You have to do your textbook activities also. Thank you.